Can I disinherit my spouse? Welcome to Frank Bruno Law. To everyone that's been here before, thanks for coming back. To anyone that's new, thanks for joining tonight. Today's topic, can I disinherit my spouse? Well, like everything in the law, there's a quick answer and then there's a more complicated answer. So, in New York, you really cannot disinherit a spouse. But maybe then again you can. I'll explain. If a person is married and they make a will and they leave out the spouse, that spouse, the surviving spouse, can take an elective share. There's a provision in the law, L-A-W, not L-O-R-E. There's a provision that says a spouse cannot be disinherited, and the surviving spouse can take an elective share. They have to elect to take their share. And it is basically the first $50,000 and 1/3 of the probate estate. And that's as defined in the law. So there's a couple of different things that could happen here. Maybe the spouses, husband and wife, weren't getting along. One of them left the marriage. And then the person that ultimately died in my story left the other person out. That's just not permitted. So, that the survivor can seek to elect. They have a time limit. They can only do that. They can only elect to take a percentage of the estate if they do it within 6 months of letters testamentary being issued. Now, if one of the spouses passes away without a will, then and there's no children, all of the estate goes to the survivor. If there are children, well then the surviving spouse receives 50%, and the children, no matter how many, or grandchildren, will inherit the other 50%. So those are two different scenarios. Without a will, by the laws of intestacy, a spouse can take or is entitled to 50% and then has to share the rest, the other 50%, with their children. Or as children of a prior marriage, if the person that died had children. So I always write things down. I try to figure out who the players are in the situation, and then I can handle any of the fact patterns presented to me. If you would like me to take pen and paper to your case, please make an appointment. FrankBrunoLaw.com.